Hello everyone, I'm Michael, and today, I'm going to tell you a story. Guys of Reddit, what is something you learned about girls after getting into a relationship? Story 1. Communication is the key to everything. Seriously, if there's an unanswered question, fucking mention it and get the answer. Neither men nor women are mind readers. So many things can be avoided by just talking with the other one in the relationship. Always assume ignorance over malice. Chances are whatever happened, it's because of assumptions made and not because one was trying to actively hurt or annoy the other. The only dumb question is the one you don't ask. Story 2. With my first serious girlfriend after college, I learned that I could have a relationship with open and honest communication, owning our emotional reactions, not being manipulative, and putting ourselves in our partner's shoes. In my next relationship, I learned that not every partner will do that. It really prepared me for meeting my now wife, because I could expect that and communicate that expectation to her early on, which laid the foundation for a healthy and communicative relationship. Story 3. Actually, the most valuable thing I've learned is be honest. If I'm going to the pub and know I'll be back late, just be straight up and tell it like it is. Most girls like honesty. Seems fairly obvious, doesn't it? The relationship I'm in now has been by far the best because I don't try to play games, which has got me into trouble in the past. Honesty and transparency. It's the key. Story 4. I'm female, but my male partner had no idea that women can't hold in our periods like we hold in pee. I found this out when he was telling me about a girl in 6th grade who got her period in class, and he couldn't believe how she just let it all out all over, as if she peed in her pants, but it was period blood. I had to explain to him how it works. But I guess, how would he have known? I never thought about it. Story 5. I'm female, but my male partner had no idea that women can't hold in our periods like we hold in pee. I found this out when he was telling me about a girl in 6th grade who got her period in class, and he couldn't believe how she just let it all out all over, as if she peed in her pants, but it was period blood. I had to explain to him how it works. But I guess, how would he have known? I never thought about it. Story 6. You have to teach someone how to be a good lover to you. People don't magically know how to meet your needs. And they certainly can't read your mind. Story 7. Honestly, how much unnecessary guilt women carry around with them over everything. First girlfriend I had, 18 at the time, every time I did something nice would either apologize or promise some kind of sexual reward. At first it seemed odd, but after a few times in a row I just told her I wasn't doing nice things for a reward, but because I cared about her. Made her cry and we talked it out afterwards, but yeah, after that, and just other things I talked to my female friends about, my eyes were open to how invalid women seem to feel. Story 8. That periods are a fucking nightmare that we should be grateful we never have to experience, and sympathetic to those who have to suffer them regularly. Light or heavy, they're a frigging beast to deal with while living a normal day-to-day life. Story 10. If you can tell something is wrong and you ask them, is something wrong? Let's talk about it, and they say no, that doesn't mean nothing is wrong and they don't want to talk. A lot of the time, they just need time to process. Let it breathe, give some space, and let them bring it up later instead of being pushy. Story 11. She is more accepting and understanding of my actions than I ever imagined possible. When I feel the need to justify, she knew. When I felt unsure, she encouraged more. She more completely captures me, better than a selfie. She is a mirror more honest than my reflection. I married her, so results may vary. Story 12. Period panties. That special pair that only come out once a month and look like someone wiped up acid with them. Women's bodies are amazing, fun, and terrifying in different times and situations. Story 13. Snuggles are godlike. Clean and organize everything. It's good for your mental health, and it gets you respect. This should be first, but respect others as you wish to be respected. Bodily autonomy and general stuff that bodies do is outside of everyone's control. Let's all try to manage as we can and let others know if anything is weird. Talk, try, compromise. For the love of all that is holy, trade. I hate doing laundry, but I love cooking and doing dishes. She hates cooking and dishes and anything mucus related. We traded. I cook, I do dishes, I kill the mice, and I clean take over all doggos nut stuff. She does the laundry and yells if I attempt to touch laundry to help fold. Point is, be dynamic adaptive, find the difference. What do you want? What do they want? After that, figure out separate hobbies. You can't be together forever isolated. Do separate hobbies. Have separate friends. Have faith in each other. Enjoy your time together. And make boundaries serious. After that, it's all you. Story 14. Generalization. Communication thresholds are very different. For guys, you can drain a charged topic and be done with it in 2 minutes. Girls need to talk about it from every angle. Make sure they understand the emotions and whether there are ties to deeper issues, and feel confident that their partner has understood their feelings completely. You have to respect it, or you end up with many arguments in the "this is like the time you" file. Story 15. They don't stop thinking at all. I can be sat on the sofa staring at the wall, and my mind is a void. Occasionally a though may float past, like a discarded crisp packet in the breeze. Then, back to silence. Whereas every woman I've been with seems to have a brain like an 80s stock exchange. That's on fire, and full of angry murder hornets. So much activity. Story 16. How nasty men can get. Now, it's probably just me being naive, but I never knew how often guys were creeps. My girlfriend talks often about how men make sexual remarks towards her at work and how some grab her bum and stuff. Or the amount of guys who randomly send dick pics. I can't understand why someone would say do stuff that she mentions. Story 17. I learned the most after living with a girl. I started to notice dust and tiny things that just went under my radar. I started taking better care of my skin and teeth after seeing their routine. I appreciated better kitchen appliances. Mostly their ability to turn a living space into something warm and welcoming. A woman's touch is really something special. Story 18. That relationships take a fuck ton of work and commitment. Before I got into one, I thought love and passion was all that was needed. I couldn't have been more wrong. A real relationship takes so much practical work. Love, passion, dedication, and trust are the foundations, yes. However, there are so many more practical considerations on top of that. Some prominent examples: attachment styles, finances, distance, emotional bandwidth, maturity level, sacrifice, commitment, discomfort and confrontation, learning how to argue and disagree healthily, concerns about intimacy and sex, power dynamics, place in life and relative experiences, sexual and otherwise. The list goes on. Relationships are a lot of fucking work, and as I learned the hard way, you could love someone more than life itself and be willing to die for them and think they are your one true soulmate and they can feel the same exact way, but if these other things aren't in place, then it will not work, and you will experience the most soul-crushing and excruciating heartbreak of your entire existence. Story 19. Small things are huge to them. I went on a walk with my girlfriend yesterday, and she was venting about how someone was making fun of her acne. So, I naturally didn't want to stay silent cause that's a Dutchbag thing to do. So I just said, well, I think you're absolutely stunning and nothing can change that, or something along those lines. She instantly stopped walking and hugged me and didn't let go for like a few minutes. When she pulled away, I saw she had tears in her eyes. Nobody's ever called me beautiful or stunning before. I didn't know how much this small comments meant to girls until now. Story 20. My first relationship. I always wondered why my girlfriend would rant at me about things like horrible coworkers, stress dealing with projects, etc., and then get mad at me when I tried to talk through the problems, break them down, and help come up with workable solutions. My second relationship, I realized when women do this, they just want to rant and have a hug at the end. They don't want your advice. They don't want a calm, rational discussion about what they can do to make a situation better. Don't pour kerosene on that fire. Just let it burn out. Story 21. I learned to buy big economy packs of toilet paper. And that period poops smell worse than my farts. Oh, and one more thing, but this was probably this one girl. Period hormones are real. I vividly remember this happening with my last ex while she was on her period. She went from happy to sad to accusing me of cheating on her with 6 different bitches. As if. I barely secured a relationship with her. To cuddly, to don't touch me, you fucking son of a bitch, to you don't love me anymore. This was in the span of an hour. I wish I was kidding.